Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel. So today we are going to start our chapter number 7 and here we are having geometry. When we talk about geometry, we have different kinds of figures, their measurements and their uses. Where we have to use these kinds of figures and how we can make them, what are their properties. We are going to discuss in a very simple manner in this video. So let's move to our next topic. Okay, here we are having that what we are going to study in this chapter. The first one is solids, the second is surfaces, edges and corners, point, to measure a line segment, perimeter. Then we are having plane and curved surface, plane surface, line segment, and to draw a line segment of a given length. So these are the topics which we are going to discuss in this chapter. So now move forward what we are going to do. Okay, here we are having a table and different kinds of figures with different colors. Okay, look at the table below. It has 25 boxes. There are 5 boxes in each row and column. We have to fill in the table with 5 shapes shown. Every row and column must have all 5 shapes. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 here, 1 2 3 4 5. So every row and column have 5 boxes and we have to fill with different shapes. So first we are having triangle here, circle here. Then again we can not put purple color here. Okay, we can put here rectangle. So let's make a rectangle just like this. We made a rectangle. Then after it, rectangle is done. Blue, this is done. And green is done. So we are having 3 figures which are done. So next we are going to make a figure. Here we are having purple triangle. Okay, we can choose purple color. Okay, similar. So we are going to make purple. So now let's pick up a shape of triangle. Okay, we are going to make purple triangle. After that we are having last red color. This is red color is hexagon. So let's see, we are having hexagon. Yes, we are having hexagon. So let's make hexagon. Okay, so we are having hexagon. In this way, you have to just fill the boxes and make sure none of the figure will be repeated in every row and column. The first row we have completed. Now it's time to fill the column. So here we are having blue triangle and green circle. Okay. Then here we are in second box. Here we are having rectangle and this purple color. So we are going to make red color. Red color is our hexagon. So I am going to construct our hexagon. Clear? Hexagon is done. Okay. In next row we are having triangle and hexagon. Okay, we can fill any color, green color, but green color is there. Okay, so now we don't have to fill this figure. Here we are having blue color, green color. So we are having pink rectangle. So we will fill here with pink rectangle. So we have filled. And last here we are having purple triangle. So we are going to make purple triangle. Just like this. Clear? So none of these figures can be repeated in this column and row pattern. So now next move. Okay. Now we are having a new topic, that is solids. If we talk about solids, solids are the figure which we are going to see in our daily life. Just like we are having a dice through which we play a Ludo. But this shape originally name is cube. Clear? Then we have books. So the shape of book is just like this and the brick just like this. So the name of this shape is cuboid. Next we are having, there is a Vanaspati oil tin of the form of cylinder. So this is the shape of cylinder tin. So this figure is known as cylinder. Okay, now move to our next part. Here we are having birthday cap, ice cream cup. So these figures are related to cone. So we have a figure of cone just like this. Next shape we are having of ball shaped like structure, which we call it sphere. Clear? So these are the solid shapes which we are going to use in daily life for our usefulness. Okay, next is plane and curved surface. If we talk about the plane surface are the flat surfaces on which we can write easily. And the curved surfaces are which are just like this one. We can say that this stylus has a curved surface because if we move this stylus, it rolls. If something rolls, that means it has a curved surface. If something, some article or something slides, and we can say that that article has a flat surface. Okay, so let's see what we are having here. Okay, so first thing we are having the plane and the curved surfaces. Here we are having solid bodies occupy space. Solid bodies all around have surface that we can see or touch. Surface are of two types, just like plane and curve. Okay, if we talk about the surfaces, we have different shapes, but here we are going to discuss only the flat and curved surface or plane surface. Okay, when a rod or stick is placed on the table, the whole length of rod and stick lies on the table. Clear? So, this is our rod that lies on the table. If we talk about the post stamp and desi ghee tin, if we see, if a rod is placed over a ball, it will touch at one point. See, here and here. Now move to our next part. Okay, here we are having curved surface area and the figure. Okay, let's take a point. Okay, here we are having a cylinder has two plane surface and one curved surface. You are seeing here there is a curved surface, that is this part, and if we talk about the plane surface, this one. Okay, so plane surface is where you can put the things in this manner. They can't move by all. If there is a curved surface, they little bit move just like this if we provide any single vibration near them. Clear? Next, we are having cone. Cone has one plane surface and one curved surface. If we talk about this surface, the cap one, that is a curved surface. If we talk about the base surface, that is a plane surface. Now move to our next part. Okay. So here we are having exercise 7A and we are having also a question number 1, fill in the blanks with the word plane or curve, whichever is correct. So we are going to use these words in a exercise. So first one is question number 1, A part, the wall of a room is plane or curved surface. Obviously, if you see your walls, they are plane. Clear? Then we are having D part. Football has a dash surface. Obviously, the football has curved surface. Clear? Now, okay, we are having some type questions. Let's pick question number 4. Name two objects which have plane surface as well as curved surface. Have you remember any these kind of surface which is plane and also curve? Okay, I know, just like cylinder, or we can say that gas cylinder. It has plane surface as well as curved surface. Then if we talk about the birthday cap, birthday cap. So these two are the objects which have flat, so plane or curved surface. Now move to our next topic. Okay. Now we are having next topic is surface, edges and corners. So we are looking for the figures and we will see how many faces are there, how many edges are there. So we will discuss one by one. Okay. Next is look at the surface of the postcard. If we look, it looks like a rectangle. If we talk about the surface, it has a plane surface. Edges, if we talk about the edges, that is sides, it has 4 edges known as side as shown in the figure. Corners and vertices. If we talk about the corners and vertices, there are 4 corners of this figure and the corners are also known as vertices. See, just like this A, B, C, D are the corners. Okay, so we have next figure that is cube. Cube is a 3D figure. Okay, so we will see what we are having. Look at the figure of a cube. The first thing we note about faces. If we talk about face, just like this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 is backside 6. So cube has 6 faces. So it has 6 surfaces called faces. Thus it has 6 faces. It has 3 pairs of opposite faces. Clear? Next, opposite faces do not meet and 2 adjacent faces meet on one edge. If we talk about the adjacent faces, they have one edge in their common. Clear? If we see the one surface is this and the second surface is this, both of them have this edge as a common edge. So we can say that these surfaces are adjacent faces. Next is edges. If we talk about edges, the cube has 12 edges and all edges are of the same length. Just like 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter, all 12 edges of same length. Next is vertices. So there are 3 coterminous edge meet at a point is called vertex. Okay, when 3 edges meet at one single point, we can call them vertices. And if we talk about how many vertices are there are 8 vertices in a cube. Clear? So cube has 6 faces, 12 edges and 8 vertices. Now move to our next topic, that is cuboid. So here we are having cuboid. The figure drawn is that a cuboid. Okay. If we talk about faces, the cuboid also has 6 faces. If we talk about, there are 3 pair of opposite faces which do not meet anywhere. So this is top and bottom, left and right and front and back. These are the opposite faces. So we can say that there are 3 pairs of opposite faces. Next is edges. If we talk about edges, there are 12 edges and a cuboid has 12 edges. Opposite edges which do not meet are of the same length. But all adjacent edges are not equal. If we talk about opposite edges, they are equal in length. But if we talk about adjacent edges, they are non-equal. Clear? Next, we are having vertices. Same, the coterminous edges meet at 8 points, which are called vertices of a cuboid. Clear? Next thing we have discussed about the table. Here we are having common properties of cube and cuboid. Okay, so the first is cube. Both have same faces, same number of edges and same number of vertices. But their dimensions are different in these two figures. Clear? See, here we are having the property. Size of faces, all faces of same shape and size in cube. If we talk about cuboid, only opposite faces are of same shape and size. Next, we are having length, all edges of the same length, but in case of cuboid, only opposite edges are of equal length. Clear? Okay, so we are having our next figure, that is cylinder. Cylinder, if we talk about cylinder, and that is our face. So if we talk about cylinder, there are so many different shapes of a cylinder. So we are considering the figure on the right is of cylinder, this shape, and the cylinder has 3 faces, 2 faces at the top and bottom are the plane surfaces. If we talk about this top face and this bottom face, these are plane surfaces. And the third face is curved surface. That is for our middle one, this one. Clear? Next we are having edges. It has two round edges, one at the top and the other at the bottom. Clear? So if we talk about edges, so we are considering this plane surface edge, top and bottom. And if we talk about vertex, there is no vertex in cylinder. So come to our next point, that is cone. Okay, if we look at a cone, we have shape just like this. Clear? So let's see about the faces. The cone has only two faces. The one is a plane face known as base. If you talk about this one, this is a plane face, just like you have seen here. And the other is curved surface, which is the top one. Now we talk about the edge. It has one edge where the curved surface and plane surface meet. So where is the edge? This is a curved surface, this is a plane surface. This is our edge. This is the curved one. Clear? Vertex. If we talk about the vertex, we have only one vertex, that is at the top of the figure. So let's look here. It has only one vertex at A, which is on the top of a cone. Okay. Next is we are having sphere. If we talk about the sphere, sphere is just like a ball structure. It has only one face, which is said to be the curved surface. Okay, so you can see a curved surface same as usual in from any side. If we took a ball and we look at the top, bottom and side, we will have the same figure. So we can say that a sphere has only one face, which is said to be a curved surface. Okay, here we are having edge and vertex. There is no vertex and edge in the sphere. So you are going to say that, sir, what is it if this is not? Edge and vertex are for the straight lines and points. Clear? Now move to our next part. Okay, that is our exercise 7b. So next is name any two objects having the shape of a dash. Okay. So have you seen which one will we take? Okay, let's take A part. So cube. Cube, the first one is dice and the second one is ice cube, which we use in our quadratics. Okay, name the solid which has one face. Only one face, obviously we have sphere. Okay, no edge. If we talk about no edge figure, it is also a sphere. If we pick B part, has two faces, that is cone. The one is curved face and one is flat face. Next is question number 3. How many vertices are there in? If we talk about cone, how many vertices are there? Only one vertex. Clear? Which is at the top of the cone. Okay, remaining parts are for your practice. Okay, let's come to our table. That is question number 4. Complete the following table. If we talk about this properties, just like cube. Okay, faces. How many faces in cube? Just like 6 faces. How many plane faces? 6 faces. Curved surface 0. Edges 12 and vertices 8. So this type of table is cut kar dena. So this is how you are going to complete the table. Let's pick one more point, just like cone. So cone, how many faces? Cone have just like 2 faces. Plane face is 1 and the curved surface is also 1. How many edge? That's 1. And how many vertex? 1. So in this manner you have to complete this table. So first of all you have to just learn and you have to learn the properties of the figures first. Then you will easily complete this table. Okay, now move to next part, that is question number 5. How does a cuboid different from cube? Okay, so this is differ from cube by 2 reasons. The first one, edges of cube is same and cuboid has different. Okay. So one reason is enough. So now we are going to solve our next part. So here we are having plane surfaces. That is our two-dimensional figures, okay, which we draw on a paper, on a board, just like that. So first figure we are having that is square. And a square, we all know that all sides are equal and diagonals are equal. Okay, so the first one is edges. It has four edges called sides and all sides are equal. Then we come to vertices. There are only four corners of it which are said to be the vertices, and the diagonals, if we talk about diagonals, so opposite vertices makes a diagonal. If we join opposite vertices is called a diagonal, and there are only two diagonals which are equal in length. Okay, this is the property of square. Now come to a second part, that is rectangle. So rectangle is a 2D figure of cuboid. So here we are having sides. It has four sides and the edges are called side. Therefore, there are four sides of a rectangle. Opposite sides are equal. So if we talk about opposite sides, this side is equal to this side and this side equals to this side. So students, now we are talking about the vertices, that the corners. So there are four corners of it which are said to be vertices. If you look here, just like 1, 2, 3, 4 corners, and we know diagonals. If we join opposite vertices of a figure, so they form a diagonal. Just like if we join these two vertices, there are only two diagonals in rectangle and which are equal in length. So now come to our next part, that is a triangle. So triangle is a closed figure in which we have three sides and vertices and this. So let's discuss. Take a square shaped piece of paper and fold it so that the opposite vertices coincide, and the folded shape is that of triangle. Just like if we look, just like A, B, B, C and C, A. So this is our triangle. So how many sides are there? It has three sides. How many vertices are there? It has three vertices. So sides meet at the vertex of the triangle. Here we are having next figure, that is a circle. The plane surface of a cone or cylinder is a circle as shown in the given figure. Okay, do you remember what the plane surfaces of the cylinder cone? They are the top and bottom in the cylinder, and only at the bottom place they are having only cone. So we can call it circle. So there is no side and no vertex in circle. Now come to our exercise, that is 7C. Okay. So there are question numbers. Okay. Let's find out question number 1 first. Name two objects which have a square plane surface and circular plane surface. Okay. The square plane surface, if we talk about, then we will use the select dice and ice cube. Okay. Then circular plane surface, you will give the answer. Okay, now come to question number 2. Look at the following figures of a square, rectangle, triangle, and circles. Recognize them. Okay. So this is our circle. This is our rectangle. This is our triangle. And this will be our square. Clear? Okay. Next, we are going to solve our question number 3. Count the number of squares, rectangle, triangle, circle in the following figures. Okay. Let's pick question number C. If we talk about triangle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 triangles. Okay, if we talk about circles, just like one circle is this and the second circle is this, and there are 2 circles. Any other figure is there? No rectangle and no square. So in this way you have to count and write. Here. Next come to question number 4. This is fill in the blanks. Okay. A rectangle has dash sides. How many sides? 4. And how many vertices? 4. Then we are having the dash side of rectangle are equal. So which sides are equal? So we are having opposite sides. Clear? Okay. Now come to our next part. That is question number 5. The surface of the following objects are square, circle, rectangle, triangle. Write the name of the figure against each. Okay. So we will take a part, the top of a table. That is our rectangle. And the face of a dice we are having square. Clear? Chaliye. Okay, now move to our next point, that is point. So if we talk about the point is used for pointing a location or just marking some point. Clear? Here we are having point. So take out a sheet of paper from your notebook, and it is a rectangular shape. It has 4 edges and 4 corners. Each corner represents a point. Okay. If we're talking about the point, we are having this points which we talked about earlier. These are corners also. In the same way, triangle has 3 points. But if we want to construct a point, we just have to take a sharp thing and mark it. A point is represented by a dot which is named by a capital letter, and here is marked by the tip of a pencil and denoted by 8. So there is a point A which is denoted as a point. Clear? So the point do not have any dimensions for this. So next topic we are having, that is a line segment. That is a line segment. A sheet of paper taken out from the notebook is in the rectangular shape. It has 4 edges. A triangle has 3 sides, and the side of rectangular triangle form a line segment. If we talk about the line segment, so it is of a definite length which is measured by the ruler or any other measuring instrument. So here we are having a ruler of 15 centimeter. It starts from here 0 to 50. Clear? So if we are going to measure any line segment, then we will use our ruler. So come to our next part. So here we are having here we are having little bit important, just like note. A line has a length but no breadth or thickness. However, a point has no length, no breadth and no thickness. So only line has length but point does not have any dimension. So now move to our next part, that is this one. So here we are having 2 line segments intersect at a point. Okay, this is AB. Here we are having 2 lines intersect at a point. If we talk about AB and CD is intersecting at O. Clear? In the same way, if we talk about AB and DC is intersecting a point here C. Clear? So now is an intersection point. Now we are having exercise 7D. Okay, now solve this. We are going to solve this exercise one by one. So here we are having, let's pick question number 2 first. How many points are marked between P and Q? And on the line segment PQ, name them. So how many points are there? 3 points. So we can write here just like 3 points. Clear? So first point is A, the second point is B, and the third point is C. Okay. Next come to question number 3. Name the line segments of the following figures. Okay. Let's pick second figure. The first is SP, and this is a line segment. Then SR, then RQ, and then RP. Sorry, QP. In this way, you all have to write the line segments. Okay, next is question number 4. Name the point where the line segments meet. Okay, the first point we will talk about from here: A, B, C, D, and O. So we are having all the points A, B, C, D, and O. Clear? Now move to our next part, that is question number 5. In the line segment, what is in the figure? You can do it by yourself. Okay. Now come to our next part, that is to measure a line segment. Okay. And to draw a line segment of a given length. Okay. We will do it practically with the questions. Here we are having our exercise, that is 7K. It is question number 1. Some line segments have been drawn below. Measure their length and write your answer on the dotted place. Okay. For measuring the lines, we will going to use. So here we are having a ruler. So we are going to measure question number 1, C part. You have to put the 0 part on the beginning of any line, just like this, and you have to read till where it reaches. According to my ruler, here we are in 6 centimeter, 6.5, 6.6, 6.7. So this belongs to 6.7 centimeter. Okay. Next is question number 2. Measure the side of the following figures. Okay. Let's take one figure from here. Okay. Let's pick this one. Let's put it here. Okay, let's use a ruler. If we talk about PQ, so we will say that this will become 5.1 centimeter. We can say that 5 centimeter. So this is a 5 centimeter. Next, we are going to measure RQ. We will place it here and just make it just like this. So this is 3.8. Sorry, wait. Okay, now this is good. Okay, again this is 3.8 centimeter. So we can say that this is 3.8 centimeter. Okay, now we are going to measure SR. We'll place at the 0 at S, and here we are having that is 3.1, or we can say that 3. This is 3 centimeter. Last, we are going to measure that is SP. So we will place our scale on S and we will place it just like this. So this is 2.5, 2.6, 2.6. So this is our 2.6 centimeter. So in this way, you are going to measure all the figures. Clear? Okay, now let's see. Do we have something more? Okay, I don't think so. Okay, we have something. Okay, now move to our next part. Let's pick question number 4. Measure the distance between the points shown below. So let's pick. This is 0. Okay, and here we are having B. This is 5.5. Clear? So here we will write 5.5 centimeter. Now come to question number 5, draw the line segment of length given below. Okay. Let's pick C part. We have to construct a line segment of 5 centimeters. So we will use a ruler and we will use a pencil. We will start from 0 and we will construct a line till 5. So this is a 5 centimeter line and we will say that the points are A, B, and this is 5 centimeter. Clear? So this is how you are going to construct a line segment. Okay, students, now we are having a new topic, that is perimeter. If we talk about the perimeter, this is the sum of the length of the sides of the closed figure, and it is called a perimeter. If I have to find out the perimeter of this triangle, we have to add AB, BC, CA. Clear? So this is a perimeter of triangle. If we talk about the perimeter of rectangle, we have to add these four sides. If we talk about the perimeter of this figure, we have to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Clear? Now move to our next part, that is exercise 7F. Next is measure the side of the following figures and find the perimeter. This will be done by us. I think this is a square. Let's pick one ruler, and this is of, if we measure, this is 2.5 and this is also 2.5. Clear? So I can say that this is a square, so 2.5 centimeter, 2.5 centimeter, this is 2.5 centimeter, and this is 2.5 centimeter. If we find out the perimeter of this figure, we have to add all the line segments. Just make it this side. So here we are having question number 1A part. So we are going to find out the perimeter of the square, that is okay. Now we are having PQRS. So we are going to find the perimeter of PQRS. This will be just like SP plus PQ plus QR plus RS. If we add these, we are having 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5 plus 2.5. So this will become 10 centimeter as a perimeter. Clear? So now you all are going to use this formula, sum of all sides, for finding perimeter of the given figures. So come back to our exercise, that is 7F. Okay, now come to our, so here we are having some topics are finished. Okay, now we have completed our topic, that is geometry. I hope all the topics will be cleared and you don't have any doubt. So just revise it, practice it. See you in next video, and all the best for your future.